Dkingthamac beats. Dking.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Dkingthamac. Today basically what we're gonna be going over is how I went about making my young and splurging young thug type beat. Um, Man, you guys don't know how many times I had to record this, and you don't know how many times me and Mr. Different tried to get it to where my computer could pull up the audio for you guys. Like, man, we tried forever yesterday, and I mean, it got to the point where we just had to get off the phone. We was just like, fuck it, man. And so now I'm in the business, man. It's my first video, so bear with me. I might fuck up here and there, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Basically, I'm gonna just play it out. I know you guys already heard the intro and whatnot, but I'm gonna play it till about uh intro verse. I'm gonna play it till the end of this verse, so right here. All right. So yeah, let's get it.
Dkingthamac beats. Dkingthamac beats. Dkingthamac beats. Dkingthamac beats. Dkingthamac beats.
Yeah, man. So that's the first half. I guess you'd say half. I don't know. Hold on, and my mic is like doing some bamboozly shit. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Um, what was I saying? Okay, yeah. So that's like the first half of the beat. So now you get a feel of how the song is. But if you pay attention, you'll notice that this verse is different from this verse, like completely different. There's nothing the same of these two verses. And I think that producers are getting lazy. Like, it's bad. It's to the point where you guys are like making the hook, and then, or you guys are making the intro, the hook, and then the verse, and then you're just copying and pasting it over. Like, those those beats don't sell that well because a lot of artists look for like some hype shit that'll like break down into one part where it's like a few sounds playing. Like, if you notice right here at the end of my verse, I only got, my main sounds and then like this little thing right here that's making some how would you say, like some background noise for you. Like I'm gonna show you the sound real quick. Oops. I hella forgot that I turned off the sounds. So hold on. Mm, Backtrack. All right. You feel me? So that's really what I got going on right there. Like I got these three sounds playing and then I got that hitting in the background so that you can like get a feel of atmosphere and like the beat breaking down into something small. That's what you want. You want to build intensity. That's intense because you know that you're going from nothing and then your beat's just gonna go bang. It's gonna fuck up, hit the 808s up in a bitch with the kick. You feel me? And that's what artists are looking for. Artists are looking for dramatic drops and switch ups on the scenery. They don't want to have the same fucking beat just looped. They can do that them fucking selves. You know what I mean? This beat was actually very simple. The only thing that actually is different about it is that it's switched up in the verses. I don't really ever switch up the hook. I make the hook and then I duplicate that over. You know what I mean? Because it's just the hook. Like it doesn't really. I mean, yeah, it's the most catchiest part about the song in most cases. But anyway, man, we getting up off topic and shit. So my bad. So yeah, man, let me go into these sounds and show you guys exactly like what I did. So I'm gonna show you my sounds as well, because I know a lot of producers don't like to do that. I don't need y'all in my secret sauce, you dig? Let's see. So for my first sound, it's I named it Spacey Piano because originally it didn't sound. Everybody knows how piano arena ambient sounds. So I mean, if you don't, then go get Nexus, open it up and sound and play the sound. You'll see that it's different from what mine sounds like. These are the chords right here. So I'll turn that back up. And my bad if you guys hear shit in the background. We got a full house, so I'm gonna play this for you. Let me turn my mic off.
Dkingthamac beats.
Yeah, man. So that's that part. That is my basically my main sound. That's the sound I got playing through the whole song, literally from start to finish.
Dkingthamac
Oh hell
beats.
nah, bitch. But yeah, that's the sound I got playing through the whole song. My bad if I'm like moving slow and shit. I'm kind of new to this, so give me some time. We're gonna play the Omnisphere sound that I was using, which was the Romeo and Juliet. Um, Very simple. I just did 4 notes with that. So let me see. Okay, I know what's wrong. Okay, I need to turn off. Okay, those are off. All right, now I'm gonna play it for y'all. Yeah, man. So that was basically just like some texture in the background. Um, you need texture, man. A lot of you people ain't putting nothing in the background. I'm not saying, well, let me take that back. You don't need texture, but you need like, if you're gonna be making this style of music, which we all consider hip hop or urban hip hop, whatever you want to call it. There's hella names for it now. But if you're gonna be making this type of music, you're gonna need to have some atmospheric sounds going on. You know what I'm saying? Create some space in the song. My third sound is another. What's going on? Fuckery. Think my shit just froze. Yep. That's crazy, man. Oh, okay. So you guys witnessed that live. I was gonna click out, but yeah. Okay. So my third sound is drops of copper. It's in the bells and vibes. This is what I got from that. So yeah, man, that's the sound I got for the that was just like another little bell thing that I did. I'm not too sure what this is. I hope this doesn't cut my computer out like that again. Hold on. Oh my gosh, man. This is crazy. You guys are witnessing this live, so or not live, but you're witnessing it. Like it's just retarded. And it's crazy because my computer never does. I think it's because I'm recording, so it's taking up a little bit more CPU, but it never does that on what's it called? Anyway. My fourth sound is the Tomita Trail Bells. I pitched it down. I didn't even know I did that. I've never pitched a sound down, like an actual sound. It's under the bells and vibes, and this is what I got with that. Yeah, so that's what I got with the fourth sound, and basically, man, that's my these are my four sounds. You really only need like four sounds in a song, bro. Some of you producers are overdoing it, and some of you producers are underdoing it. The ones who are overdoing it, I don't work with those type of producers because I don't got time to be like. As you can see, I only use four sounds, but this is a lot on my track or my playlist. You feel me? This is a lot of shit, even though it's all simple shit and like obviously, these two play at the same time every time because this is a support kick. But yeah, man, y'all niggas be putting way too many fucking sounds in your song. And I can't work with y'all because I don't got time to be bouncing back and forth between fucking sounds, not knowing which sound is what and this and that. Man, fuck that. I keep my four sounds at the top and sometimes I might do five or six, but I never play them like every single one of them at the same time. Like you'll never see one, two, three, four, in a straight row. Like that doesn't happen with me because I like to switch it up. So one minute you'll have this somnosphere, next minute you'll have this one, whatever. This one playing by itself, this one playing by itself, this one playing by itself. I don't count this top one really because I mean that's the main sound and you're gonna need that one. So anyway, yeah, man, those are my sounds. Now let's get into the percussions and drums and shit. That's what I did for my open hat. That's what I got for my open hat. Let's see, the Congo purse. I ain't gonna play that because I mean it's only two notes, but it's like that. You know what I mean? It's just two little back to back hits. This same shit. It's just that, some basic shit. Uh, 808. I ain't really do too much with the 808, but I mean it came out nice. I'm gonna let y'all hear. Oops, did I turn it off? Yes, I did. My bad. I told y'all I'll fuck up a few times. Damn, honestly, I didn't even know I had a double hit right there. It don't sound like that in the song. But and I forgot I put a slide right here. It don't sound like that in the song either. Probably because I have like a kick lined up with that somewhere right there. But yeah, that's my 808. Here's my second 808 pattern. That's my second guy. And then we got the snare, the little bounce snare. I'm gonna let y'all hear that one. Yeah, it sounds a little bad, but you guys already heard the song, so but yeah, some sounds uh are just not okay by themselves. Now, where's my kick? Oh, it's up here. Okay. We're not gonna show that one. Bro, where'd my kick go? Okay, here it is. My bad if y'all hear my sister in the back. Okay, yeah, so that's what we got for for the kit. And then obviously you got your standard clap, just hits every 3 and 7, I think, because I'm in double tempo. Yeah. See, hi-hat, I don't think I played that for y'all. Now, actually, I wanna point something out. You guys keep doing the cut itself on the hi-hats. You're not really getting the full effect of what you're actually doing. Like, let me show you. Let me make an example real quick with the kick, because you can always hear when a kick fucks up, but I don't think you guys hear when your hi-hats fuck up. So we're gonna do something real quick. Change my snap. Uh, so let's say we got this kick, this kick, this kick. Basically like a fucking hi-hat, right? Plays every whatever. And then you guys like to do like your little whatever under here. Sometimes you guys might throw in a little triplet or some shit. Let's do that. Maybe not right there. Let me see. On the third step, we are going to. Can I make it? Okay, there we go. You guys like to do this and shit. All right. Okay, so you're gonna notice that since I have my kick on cut itself, it's gonna really cut itself. Right. That actually sounded kind of cool. But for those of you guys who didn't hear it, basically everyone knows that when you click cut itself, it will not play two sounds overlapping each other. It will cut one of them out, because it'll cut the first one out, because when the second one starts playing, it's gonna cut itself, right? Now, when you guys are doing your hi-hats, you're putting your steady little pattern or whatever, and then you guys start dropping some hi-hats down here and doing some ladders and rolls and more other shit, right? When you got it on cut itself, it's not playing the full sounds. Like you can't hear every single roll and all that shit. You think you can because you're playing an illusion on yourself, but in reality, it's cutting itself off and it's actually making your hi-hat sound hella fucked off, but you don't realize it because you're so used to hitting cut itself that you don't even really pay attention to that. But yeah, man, you guys need to stop putting, if you're gonna be doing hella rolls like that with the hi-hats, stop hitting this button, man. For real. But I'm gonna play this for you guys real quick. Okay. Now y'all motherfuckers gonna go out there and steal my hi-hat pattern because I know it's clean. So anyway, stop cutting your hi-hats, man, because it cuts them off and it clips. And if you have some that are like a little bit delayed because you wanted to create some groove, it's not gonna create no groove. It's gonna create like a clip sound because it's cutting off so fast. And hi-hat is only that, you know what I mean? So yeah, man. Anyway, that's my hi-hat pattern. I think I went through and played all my sounds already. I didn't really go through like chords and shit. If you want me to do that real quick. Yeah, see, so with chords, man, I kind of know the gist of it, but I'm not like a fucking pro at it. And I ain't trying to teach it like fucking busy work beats or nothing like that. It ain't no diss or nothing, but yeah, man. So I started off with my low point. That was like basically my melody, right? And then I just built chords on top of it. And this was my chord. You know what I mean? That's my first chord and my second chord, and then my third chord, and it came out good. Oops, forgot to turn it back on. It like came out good. So basically, this is a D flat minor. I think that's what they call it, a D flat minor. I don't know, man. I could be tripping. Um, but I know it's a minor for sure because this is 0, 1, 2, 3. Now, had this middle note been right here, then it would have been a major because it's 4 steps from the starting note rather than 3. 3 is a minor, 4 is a major. Remember that. I mean, it don't really matter, but remember that. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a C flat major. This right here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a F flat major, if I'm saying it right, but just know it's a major with this chord name. Um, but yeah, man, I'm not finna be sitting here teaching like music theory or nothing. I just wanted you guys to know that sometimes you guys' notes are fucking off. Like I be hearing, like y'all be sending me shit, and I'll play it, and I hear that your notes be off, man. Like I don't know how y'all don't be hearing it, but let me see how much time we at. Damn, 24 minutes. I know y'all niggas gonna be mad than a bitch. But yeah, man, so that's really how I go about making my beats. Let me go into this mixer real quick. Um, Utilize these. You guys are not utilizing them. What do you think they're in the fucking DAW for? You think they're just in there for fun? No, nigga, use the fucking pan knobs. Use the fucking leveling, right? I mix low. Now, some people like to mix high, but me personally, I mix low. These knobs down here, use them, bro. You can't have everything sitting in mono. Like, how the fuck you think your drums are gonna get space? How you think your vocalist is gonna get space? The vocals go mono, and they also go out wide depending on what they're doing. But for the most part, all vocals are mono. So why are you leaving all your sounds in mono? It's not gonna work. So cut that shit out. Basically, what I do is if you look right here, you're gonna see parametric EQ2 on everything except for what was that? My symbol. I probably should have put that on there. What the fuck I'm doing? Um, but yeah, man, I put EQs typically on everything. So if I don't buy like a drum kit that already has pre-mixed sounds, then I'll put parametric EQ2 on it. But when I be making like my kicks and shit, like my drum kits, um, sometimes I mix them down and sometimes I don't. And I'll let them know like before they buy it, in the description or whatever, that they can go without, EQing it because they're already mixed. Like, why would you EQ an already EQ sound? I mean, unless it was a shitty EQ, but as you can tell, my sounds is nice and they're EQ'd pretty good. So yeah, man, I start out with the EQ and then after that, well, except for the 808, usually I do actually put the distortion below, but I put it right here for this 808 in particular because I just liked how it sound better. I wanted to cut out some of that high end buzzy noise, and that's what I came up with. I didn't use the blood overdrive. Sometimes I do. It depends on what 808 I use. I'll use this one to give me some more like low end, and then after I do that, I figure out what sounds. This is the order I go in. I put all the sounds in. I make sure every knob is set to center, right? Then I make sure that all the level knobs are as high as possible. I go to this, make sure all these is reset for the most part. I didn't do it with this one, or well, these ones ain't even in the mixer, so that's why they're not set to default. And then this is a modulation. So, but for the most part, I make sure every sound is set back to default. I mix it while I'm doing the song right here, just so that I can like create space and not be irritated with all the mud and all the like clashing and shit. So I'll pan things and do the volume knobs and whatever. But uh, essentially, I mix it right here first. Then when I put all the sounds in, I go back over here, reset all the knobs, make sure everything in here is set like how it was when you start up a brand new FL. Make sure nothing's touched, and then I go into each individual sound, throw an EQ on there, and EQ the sound so it don't sound muddy or it don't have frequencies that it's not supposed to have. If you don't know what frequencies sounds are supposed to and not supposed to have, I suggest that you do your research. Um, maybe find a channel on YouTube. There's plenty of channels out there, and a lot of them have some great content. So just go ahead and check them out. Um, Aside of that, man, you should just be able to hear it, man. If you're a producer, you should have that ear. You should be able to hear when something don't sound too good, right? Um, so yeah, man, that's what I do right then. I do the EQ, and then after that, like once I do the EQ for one sound, so say for instance, I had all these knobs up. All these knobs were all at reset, like the very starting point. After I put an EQ on this channel, I turn it all the way down because remember I said I mix low. So after I put the EQ on here, I drop it down to no volume. And then I'll just go on like that. I start off like this, do this sound, hit it down all the way, go to this sound, same thing, drop it all the way down. This sound, same thing. And I just, you know, do that. I don't know if you guys could actually hear me when I was just saying that because I was actually pressing this. Oh yeah, you could hear me. Okay, cool. So, at least I think you could. And yeah, so basically I go one by one, and then after that I go back and I see what sounds are hella dry. I create a reverb track right here, and how I do that is click on this one. I rename it because once you track it out and it goes into the track outs, if you don't name it, it'll just say insert 100. And when you send out a track out to somebody, if they don't know what the track out is, then they most likely won't use it, and it'll make the sound or the song sound hella weird because it's not how you created it. You feel me? And I mean, they don't have to use it, but it's nice to use it because that's what it's there for. You know what I'm saying? You don't just send them files that they don't need. So I name the file, then I go into my Fruity Reverb to adjust the settings how I like them, and then I'll go back into each individual sound, see what sounds are dry, and I will route them, boom, to this right here, this track with the reverb on it, and I'll bring this knob up right here. When you put this knob, like say, for instance, I had this knob, my voice, and I put it in here, you can hear obviously that I got reverb on my shit. And so yeah, I do that with all these sounds that I think are dry. I route them to this track, and then I bring up the knob. There's supposed to be a knob, right? Anyway, when you route the track, okay, so like this, when I click on my track and it's routed to here, I will adjust this accordingly to how I like it to sound. You know what I'm saying? And the good thing about this is that it's not destroying the sound from here. And what I mean by that is it's going to be two pianos essentially. There's going to be one with the regular piano, and then there's going to be one with the reverb. And what that's going to do is it's going to make it sound like it's just one track or one piano, but it's really two pianos. All right. And it's just one with reverb so that it sounds good and it's not taken away from the presence of this piano. And yeah, so like I said, I do that with all those sounds. Then after that, after I do the reverb on it, then I go back and check like, okay, what sounds need what? You know what I mean? Like, do they need some delay or what? And then I'll throw the delay on it or whatever, however I choose to do so. And then after that, I start to do like the panning. I always start off with my very first sound, like whatever is my main sound in the song, that's the sound I start the whole mix off with. And, I'll bring it up to a certain level, and then I'll just go down the line and bring them up, accordingly of how good they sound and how good they don't sound. I'll just adjust it. And after I'm done with the whole leveling, I'll go into mono mode, make everything hit the center, and see like what sounds are hitting too high. You know what I mean? And yeah, so whatever sounds are hitting too high, I'll bring down the volumes a little bit, and then I'll bring it back out. Boom. Then I'll hit these knobs right here. These knobs are here for a reason. Like I said, do not miss them. Okay. Even though this piano, like if you have it to the right, that means it's mono. If you have it to the left, that means it's stereo, right? Even though this piano is to the right, slightly going mono, and this pluck is to the right, slightly going mono, the reason I have it that way is because if you just leave it like this knob right here and don't touch it, and you pull it to the left, and then you pull this one to the right, they're still going to be playing up the middle a little bit, at least. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make them clash. You want to be able to tell the difference of what sound is on what side and what sound is on the other side. And to do that, I just pull it mono so it pulls it tighter to the left. If you leave it in the middle and you drag this to the left, the sound will somewhat stay in the middle and clash with whatever other sounds you got in the middle. If you drag this to the left and you drag your stereo into mono a little bit, it'll pull the sound from center more to whatever size you're panning to. And yeah, man, so that's really how I go about making my beats. And then I go to the master track, and this is what I put on my master. If you guys want me to go more in depth on how I master my beats, um, I can do that. Just request it. As a matter of fact, man, if this video gets 50 likes, I'll do it. I'll make a master tutorial on like how I master my beats and what I put in here, and I'll actually explain why I'm doing whatever it is that I'm doing, because I don't want to leave you guys clueless and basically had made a tutorial for no reason. So yeah, um 50 likes and I'll drop the mastering tutorial. But yeah, man, so that's really the end of this tutorial. I mean, I know that half of this wasn't even about doing the Young Thug type beat, but it was a lot of valuable information that you guys should really take into consideration and actually use. So yeah, man, with that being said, I'm gonna play the song and I'm gonna dip out. Peace.
Dkingthamac beats. Dkingthamac beats.